Hi everyone, this is Malika from Life with Leeks, and today I'm going to be sharing a collard green gumbo. Yum. Now, this is the first time I've ever made gumbo of any kind, so please don't judge me. Okay? I don't even know anything about a roux or anything, but it came out pretty good. So, what you want to start with is a big pot. Make sure that you have the fire up pretty high. You want to heat oil of your choice. I chose avocados and a safflower blend. And once your oil is hot enough, you want to add 3/4 cup of flour. I chose garbanzo bean flour because I do not eat gluten, and I found that garbanzo bean is very mild, doesn't have a whole lot of taste, and so I can use it in pretty much everything. So you add 3/4 cup to your hot oil. You want to continue to stir the roux until it gets to a dark chocolate brown color. Continually stirring, continually stirring. So once you've achieved your color, the dark chocolate brown, you want to add your veggies. I added 3/4 cup of purple onion. I also added a 3/4 cup of diced green bell pepper, as well as 3/4 cup of diced celery. You want to stir that for about 5 minutes until it's cooked well, and then you want to reduce your heat. So after your veggies have cooked down for a few minutes, you want to then add your vegetable stock. I used about 6.5 cups. The recipe did call for 8, but I didn't use quite that much. So you want to go ahead and add your vegetable stock to the pot. After you've done that, then you want to add the rest of your ingredients. So that's going to be a teaspoon of garlic powder, and then you want to add about 5 cloves of garlic, minced. I already have mine pre-minced in the freezer, so I just put a chunk in. You also want to add a teaspoon of gumbo fillet. Additionally, you want a 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme, 2 bay leaves, and then it calls for a teaspoon of fresh black pepper, but I kind of do it to taste. So I have fresh cracked pepper, and I just crack until I feel content. Also, you want 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. There is a vegan version that is available if that's what you like to use. It calls for hot sauce if you like to add that, but I left that out because I have little ones and one of them does not like spicy foods, so I left the hot sauce off. I did later add jalapenos, but I added that to my own personal dish. And the last 2 seasonings you want to add will be a non-salted Cajun seasoning, 3/4 of a tablespoon. I'm sorry, 3/4 of a tablespoon, and then 3/4 of a tablespoon of Tony. I don't know how you say the last name. Chachere's, Tony Chachere's Cajun seasoning. And the recipe calls for frozen collard greens, but I had leftover collard greens as well as kale, so I just used that instead. You add that to your pot, give it a good stir, and then you want to let this simmer for about 30 minutes until it's really rich and thick. Mine didn't get as thick as I would have liked it to, and so I just added a tad bit of non-GMO cornstarch just to give it a little bit of thickness. After it was complete, I did add long grain brown rice to the pot, and that made it extra special. So I hope you guys try and enjoy.